come, it don't they come. Population and housing census. It don't they come. Oh yeah, everybody get ready, well.
In 2023, the National Population Commission will be conducting a comprehensive population and housing census to generate reliable, sustainable, and up-to-date data needed for policy formulation, security, national planning, and development.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to... Hello, please can we settle in? Please can we settle in? Settle down, please. Please, let's have a measure of decorum. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, on the dot of time, we want to commence the special day of the National Population Commission. You can see Census 2023 everywhere. Shall we rise for the Nigerian national anthem? God bless Nigeria. Please be seated. Mr. President, council members, and the entire family of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, today we are playing host to the top of the National Population Commission. And of course, we are not unaware that another head count is around the corner. We know they've been doing some shadow, I've forgotten the name they call it now, but they're doing some, well, they will explain when they get here. My job here is very simple. I will not be working alone. I'll be with my colleague, Adamu Saleh Simbad, from the National Population Commission. But please permit me to present the leadership of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry present at this event. We have leading us the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, C-O-N. Is supported by a Vice President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Chairman of the Trade Promotion Board, Engineer Leye Kupolui. Also here is the Chairman of Marketing, Communication and Protocol Committee of the Trade Promotion Board, Mrs. Victoria Onofokon Obano. As I said, the job is simple. I'll still be back. Now, I want to invite Adamu to introduce the MPC team.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adamu Saleh Simbad. He said, I work with the National Population Commission, the only agency that is constitutionally empowered to generate data for national planning. We are here today, the Lagos International Trade Fair, led by none other than a personality who is representing Oyo State on the commission of the National Population Commission. Join me as I recognize and welcome very specially Dr. Eitayo Oyetunji. He is the Chairman, Publicity and Advocacy Committee in the Commission. He is not here alone. He is here with members of that committee. I would like to start from my immediate right. The Honorable Federal Commissioner representing Kogi State on the Commission of the National Commission, Prof. Jimo Isa. You're welcome, sir. On the immediate right of the Vice President, Lagos Chambers of Commerce and Industry, we have Dr. Abdul Muhammad Dorungwa, the Honorable Federal Commissioner representing Kaduna State on the Commission. He is also a member of the Publicity and Advocacy Committee. On the far right of the Chairman, Publicity and Advocacy Committee, join me as I welcome very specially distinguished Senator Mudashiru Hussain, representing Osun State. The distinguished is also a member of the Advocacy Committee. Representing the Power State, Niger State on the Commission, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome very specially to the State of Lagos, Honorable Muhammad Osman Datti. Please a round of applause for him. He is also a member of the Publicity and Advocacy Committee. On the management side, join me as I recognize and welcome very specially Dr. Isiaka Alada Yahaya, the Director, Public Affairs Department. And our host, the State Director, Lagos State National Population Commission. Welcome very specially, Mr. Bamidele Sadiku. Our Lagos indeed. We also have other members of the management team here this afternoon. I want to recognize all the deputy directors, the state assistant directors from the headquarters and from the state that are here present. We want to welcome you very specially and other members of staff of the National Population Commission. The President, distinguished members of the audience, this is the team from the National Population Commission participating in the 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adamu. Just before I call on the President, I'd like to also present a member of the Trade Promotion Board, who is the chairman of the Specialized Exhibition Committee in the person of Prince Kunle Adeboale. May I now invite man who has the official mandate to welcome us to this August gathering, the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON.
Interest of time, just to welcome our very good friends from the National Population Commission, ably led by one of our good friends here, who is the chairman of the committee, publicity committee of the Population Commission, Dr. Tayo Oyetuji. You are welcome, sir. I also welcome all the commissioners who are here present. Just to save time, I want to stand on the protocols already established by the two gentlemen who are here before me. I can see that Commissioner is very well represented here with the quality of leadership that we have here today. Can you please clap for them? I'm very impressed with the quality of people who have come here today from the Commission. It means they have taken this business very seriously. I'm therefore won't be surprised with the quality of what we'll get out from the next population count that will be happening in Nigeria. It's in the hands of people who are competent, and I'm very confident that they will do a very good job. Once again, can you please applaud our friends? Thank you. I also acknowledge the chairman of the board that handles this trade fair, who is also a vice president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Engineer Leye Kupolui. We have two committee members I can see clearly here. Ms. Onafoko Obadino. I can see Prince Kula Adibowale, and I'm sure the other people who are in the hall who are busy making sure that things are happening. At this point, let me go on straight to say that I'm very delighted to welcome you all to the National Population Commission NPC Special Day at the ongoing 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair. May I, on behalf of Council, Trade Promotion Board, and the entire membership of the oldest Chamber of Commerce in West Africa, welcome you all to this great event. We've been on since 10 a.m., meeting different organizations, and that of NPC is surely going to be a very, very good ceremony here this afternoon. As with the previous editions of the LITF, that is the Lagos International Trade Fair, the generic theme is connecting businesses, creating value. This theme is aimed at facilitating trade, commerce, and investment towards the advancement of industrialization of Nigeria, also engendering high growth rate of the gross domestic product, GDP, and to promote inclusive and sustainable economic development. That's our aim at making this the theme for a couple of years now. That is connecting businesses, creating value. This year's trade fair is specially packaged to showcase innovations in goods and services of indigenous and homegrown businesses and enterprises in Africa, thereby giving them a platform for connecting with partners and investors across the world. And just before the last event we had here today, we had the African Hall. We had the African continent here celebrated. There are about 10 countries from Africa who are at this fair. They are the African Hall. And I would tell you it was a very, very impressive ceremony where we saw 10 or 11 African countries taking part in a trade fair here in Lagos. And that's the first time we have on such a big number of people coming from all over Africa to celebrate us in Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. The backdrop of this recalibration of global supply chains as induced by COVID-19 pandemic and the Ukraine war, we all know, with the accompanying elevated inflation and scarcity, there is a need to invent new methods and models of doing business. The role of data in economic planning cannot be overemphasized. The Human Development Index, HDI, is also planned on statistics. Therefore, the National Population Commission has a big role in all of this as we look deeper into development indices. The overreaching goal of the 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair is to create value by supporting the development aspirations of our exhibitors, including domestic investors, foreign investors, bilateral trade agencies, multinational conglomerates, and financial sector regulators. I confirm to you that this trade fair gives the platform that will give great mileage for your organization to achieve your ambition. I wish to particularly commend the National Population Commission, NPC, the National Chairman, Alhaji Nasir Isa Kwara, for what his organization has been doing in helping actors within and outside the Nigerian economy to plan better as they provide recent, reliable, and authoritative data for planning. It is really commendable that the NPC is working to deploy digital infrastructure for the 2023 population and housing census. Thank you. We are going digital everywhere, which is very good. We urge all concerned STO to cooperate with them to ensure we have a seamless and effective process. Nigeria's population size can be a great asset if positively harnessed for national development. The NPC's desire to conduct a reliable and acceptable population and housing census next year for proper planning and development at all levels of government is something that is really desirable. It's a commendable project, and we here at SCCI, we do all we can to support your aspiration. The issue of insecurity must be tackled to have a secure environment where the exercise can take place peacefully. Because without security all around us, I wonder how you can have a meaningful and successful counting or census being done in Nigeria. So we are very confident that God will do what is best possible to give you the area available nationwide to do your job which you want to do for Nigeria. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is proud to be associated with the National Population Commission in its push for a stronger and more prosperous Nigeria. I also confirm that this fair is enriched with extensive media content deployed across the traditional and social media platforms to give more value to all participants. On a closing note, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to welcome you all most heartily and most warmly to the National Population Commission Special Day at the current Lagos International Trade Fair, which is the 36th edition, to be held here in Lagos. God bless.
Thank you. Please, another round of applause for the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON. He just welcomed the Commission warmly to be part of the 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair, giving us the platform to reach out to the world. Because I understand the Lagos International Trade Fair is a platform for whoever, whatever product you bring, they will positively put you out there for the people to be part of your process. And as the Commission prepares to conduct a population and housing census in 2023 to generate credible and reliable data for national planning, a better platform couldn't have been more than the Lagos International Trade Fair. Please, and a round of applause for Mr. President. Thank you very much. Next, we will be hearing from the Director of Public Affairs Department, Dr. Isiaka Alada Yahaya. Please, a round of applause for him as he gives his remarks.
The Honorable Chairman of the National Population Commission, ably represented by the Chair of the Public Affairs Committee, Honorable Federal Commissioners of the National Population Commission, the Chairman, the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Deputy Chairman, and other senior officials of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce here present, staff of the National Population, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My task is just to also present a sort of welcome address from the perspective of the National Population Commission. The National Population Commission is proud, to be present here. In a way, you may look at our presence here as being heard, but far from that, we are stakeholders in the private sector. We work for the private sector, and what we do will benefit the private sector in the final analysis. So in this respect, we are here. And I will be speaking on two major points. Why are we here? Well, the first one is Lagos is popularly called the center of excellence. It's one of the most populous one of the most populous states in the country. And it behoves upon us to reach out to the Lagos masses on the conduct of the 2023 census to sensitize them. In addition, Lagos has a very vibrant economy. And if our census is relevant economically, Lagos is the place to be. So that's why we are here. And the next question is, what have we been doing since we came to this trade fair? Well, we, like most other participants, we don't have anything to sell. People have come, with Naira in their pockets and pick so many items. Those things we have, they are not something you will buy with cash, but they are priceless data. Also priceless information that is very vital to the development of Nigeria. So in the last 4 days, we have been sensitizing Nigerians, all the visitors to the trade, providing information to them. And what are those information? Telling them that we are going to have another census after a long wait of 17 years. And with our Nigeria, we are going to conduct the 2023 census in April 2023. We have made this clear to visitors, and we are satisfied with the response. Many of them expressed surprise. But we have told them, yes, this is a reality. Enthusiasm. Some of them wanted to be counted in our stand, and we told them that no, you will be counted where you stay. See, in the attitude of Nigerians, an enthusiasm, a willingness, a commitment to cooperate with the National Population Commission. And more importantly, we have also been telling them how the census will be conducted. On this, I will leave the chairman of the committee to throw more light on the type of digital and transformative census we'll be conducting. We have tried to sensitize Nigerians on that. And again, we have told Nigerians, or we have sensitized them that the task of counting Nigerians and other residents of this country is not what will be done alone by the Commission. We are going to recruit over 1.5 million Nigerians to participate in the census. And with the large crowd, we believe that many of the visitors, particularly the younger ones who have visited our stand, should be part of the massive crowd we are recruiting for the census. So we have told them how to apply, if they have issues, where to go, and all those things they need to do to facilitate their participation in the 2023 census process. I'm happy to observe that we have had over 10,000 people who have visited our stand within the last 4 days, and I think that's a very good reach for us. So before I drop my mic, I also want to add that our presence at the Lagos International Trade Fair will not be a one-off thing. By the grace of God, we are going to conduct the 2023 census in April next year. So when we'll be coming to the next edition of the 2023 Lagos International Trade Fair, we are going to come to present what we have achieved from the 2023 census. I'm talking of accurate, reliable census that will be useful for planning purposes. So once again, I thank you very much for your attention, and we are pleased to be here again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Director of Public Affairs Department, National Population Commission, Dr. Isiaka Alada Yahaya, welcome our distinguished guests to this occasion. The distinguished members of the audience, join me at this point. We will be breaking for a quick drama sketch by the Papas. They will be given a dramatic representation of some of the things we should be expecting come 2023. Please, a round of applause for the Papas.
What is the census? My brother, they say they want they can't, they can't you, can't me, can't them. You know what I mean? They can't you.
1, 2, 3.
Lagos Street here. Now there you want to go. If you go Lagos Street here, they will count you too now.
7,
8. You must be count now. That's how they will tell you of the census.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
what happened? See them.
19. Ma go check. Ma can't. Wait.
Who they can't? You they can't.
They can't.
Why you they can't?
You don't know what they happen for this country. Now make
no.
You don't hear of census?
What is census?
Okay. Census means say this country where we dey, our Nigerian government want know the amount of people we dey for this country. You know, so that provision for road, no go hard. They go fit provide food for all the citizens of this country. Better schools, better hospitals no go far from us. Wait, ma, tell you something. You know when it happen? It happen by April 2023.
April what?
2023. Next year be that or be that so. But wait, make I tell you. Remember one information. One morning, I beg, if you know say you be Nigerian and they come to country, I beg, make you no fight them. Oh. No fight them. Oh. No do wahala with them. Oh. No, because now for our own good. Because if they can't us like this now, that water where they always they give us problem for our area, it no go hard again. That food where they give us problem, it no go hard again. I beg my people of Nigeria, I beg. If census come to your doorstep, I beg, make you allow them come to now. Thank you very much.
So we will go against international trade there.
Direct.
Go there.
They ended up counting the mic and going away with it. Please, a round of applause for the papas. Now, for the average Nigeria, that is a dramatic representation of the end product of a national census. We want to have a graphic picture of every Nigerian put together from age, occupation, your social standing, where you live, what you do. And with information such as that, the government will be able to plan, just like they initiated, for roads, schools, health, and the likes of them, all those things that will make life more meaningful to every Nigerian. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is on that note that I invite to the podium the Chairman, Standing Committee, Publicity and Advocacy, Dr. Eitayo Oyetunji. You're welcome, sir.
Well, the drama group, I don't know. You need to have a pot belly to be counted, have you? The President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ashiwaju Dr. Cole, the Vice President and the Chairman of the Board for planning this particular trade fair, and other members of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. My highly esteemed colleagues, commissioners of the National Population Commission, noted by the President. Many more members will have been here, but even those who are here constitute a formidable team. I can see the President was greeting my colleague, distinguished Senator, who is now in Oshun, but I wasn't surprised when he was greeting him, because I know one time he also was a representative of Lagos State. So he's a well-known person here in Lagos. We have our professor with us. We have the Sadona of Kaduna is with us. And we have our gentleman from the Power State, who is also here with us in Lagos. So, as has been noted, this is a formidable team. As a matter of fact, even our chairman himself would have been here, and he sends his greetings. But as we're all aware, this is a very busy season for all chief executives. It's a time for defending budgets, and we know that our principals in the National Assembly do not take any excuse for anyone to be absent. But he's here with us in the spirit as long as the commissioners are here. We want to sincerely appreciate the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for giving us this platform and this opportunity to create awareness on the forthcoming census that is coming next year. We know traditionally in Africa, the marketplace is a meeting point where people come from every area, every sphere of life, every village. Sometimes markets occur once a week. Sometimes it's daily. But all markets is one place where you are sure that you can meet all sorts of persons and you can share information. In fact, some people go to markets just to go and hear the latest information, not to buy and sell. And that is why for us in National Population Commission, we consider a gathering like this, a trade fair like this, as the President has said, the oldest, one that has been taking place for over 36 years, one that has an international flavor. We consider it a very apt and appropriate place to come and create awareness and to showcase the kind of census we are planning in order to inspire confidence in the census that we have. The 2023 census is a very unique census. It's one that is different from any other census that has been conducted before. There are so many features of this census that are unique and novel. For example, this census is the first census that is digital and georeferenced. And from beginning and to the end, this census is leveraging heavily on technology. First of all, the enumeration area demarcation exercise, which we have conducted 99.8%, if you like, was based purely on technology. In the past, we used to use maps that are printed, analog maps, to do our census. But for this census, 100% of the mapping was done using satellite imageries, high-resolution satellite imageries. The use of high-resolution satellite imageries has far-reaching implications and benefits. For this census, every building where enumeration is going to take place has been identified on those satellite maps. And this was done during the enumeration area demarcation exercise. Mr. President of the chambers, and all of us gathered here, it will interest you to know that even as we speak, the National Population Commission has conducted a census of all the buildings in Lagos State. This is a formidable task, and I thought you would clap for the commission. I don't know if you can imagine what it means to do a census of every standing building in Lagos State. Every building. We have conducted what I mean is we have enumerated or counted all the standing buildings. We know where each building is by geographic location. We have a GPS location for every standing structure in Lagos State, and in every other state for that matter. We also know what each of those buildings are used for, whether they are residential, whether they are used for commercial purposes, whether they are used for any other purpose. This is an immense information which is very beneficial not only for planning but even for commercial purposes. And that is why one of the reasons we are here, beyond even what the director said, it's not just to create awareness, but also to facilitate the involvement of the private sector. And I'm hoping that several companies that are here will take advantage of this. There are many things that we're doing in this census that the private sector can participate in. Mr. President of the chamber, you are wearing this now. You know you can brand this and put the Lagos State Chamber of Commerce and Industry there. And because the census is like next to war, what this means is that when you have such a brand on our T-shirts, that means that over 200 million Nigerians will see your brand. The possibilities are enormous. And so our participation is not just to create awareness, but I tell you, many of the companies here can approach us and we can see areas in which we can partner. You can sponsor some of our activities, and in the process, we can help you to expose your brand and your products. That's just one of the benefits of participating in the trade fair. But beyond that, as I was saying, is that we also like Nigerians to know that this census is different. And we want to use every opportunity to inspire confidence of Nigerians in the census process. Apart from the GIS technology, this census is also using handheld devices to collect information at every level of the census, beginning from mapping up to collection of data from respondents. Unlike has been in the past, throughout this census process, there will be no use of paper whatsoever. This has several implications and benefits. We have had situations where we are told that some people took our questionnaires and destroyed it or hid it. This time around, that cannot happen. From the moment you give information to our enumerators, that information is uploaded to the cloud. It cannot be tampered with, it cannot be manipulated. And that is why we are sure that this census is one that is going to be beyond any political manipulation, that is going to be acceptable, reliable, and accurate. We are happy that according to the data released by our director, we have had over 10,000 visitors to our stand. Even in the next remaining few days, we hope to achieve more. We are hoping that giving us this special day will enable us to further attract more participation from those who are coming for the trade fair. What have we done so far in the census process? As I mentioned, already we have successfully demarcated virtually the entire country. One of the local governments that was a challenge to us before was Birnin-Gwari local government in Kaduna State. And I'm happy, as the commissioner representing Kaduna is seated here, that in spite of the severe security challenges, the commission has courageously gone into Birnin-Gwari, and as we speak, Honorable Commissioner, I'm sure we have gone more than 50%. In fact, okay, he's even confirming that we have concluded the demarcation of Birnin-Gwari local government. Birnin-Gwari local government was one local government where it was even impossible to pass through. When you are coming from Sokoto State, from Kaduna State, from other states in the north to come to the south, you have to pass through Birnin-Gwari. But at one point, the security situation was so serious that everybody will have to pass through Abuja instead. I'm emphasizing this because you mentioned security challenges. I want to reassure Nigerians that the National Population Commission has been discussing and working with security agencies. And we are not in any way worried about security because we have received sufficient assurances that there will be security covered during the census. And the fact that we have been able to demarcate even Birnin-Gwari local government is an attestation to that fact. As I always tell people, when it comes to census, everybody understands the importance of being part of the process. And we are sure that because of the stay-at-home that is likely to take place, the security agencies will even have opportunity for better security monitoring and cover. So in addition to the enumeration area demarcation, we have done other things. We have carried out a pretest, 2 pretests actually, and also the trial census. These activities are important activities that haven't been conducted, have given us assurance that we can do a credible census come April. As a matter of fact, with the kind of technology that we used in the enumeration area demarcation, we are confident that what is left is just less than 20% of the work. Because like I told you, presently, we have information on all buildings. We have an estimation of the households in each of those buildings. We have an estimation of the number of persons in each of those households. So what to be done in April, actually, is for our enumerators to go to those households and enumerate de facto those persons that we estimated are there. This is not much to achieve. The bigger work has been done. And for this reason, we want all Nigerians to be reassured that this census is a done deal. That with your support, come April, we are going to have the best census that has ever been conducted in Nigeria. As you noted yourself, President of the Chamber, we have a team that is not only competent, but committed. Not only committed, but passionate. We are passionate to see this census done. Censuses in the past have been delayed because of transitions in government. We do not want this census to overlap to the next administration. We want this census to be conducted and completed before May, so that everything about the census will be tidied up. In the past, transitions have always affected census, and we don't want that to happen. And that is why we want to call upon everyone to join us to ensure that the benefits of the census is achieved. As has been emphasized, census is good for planning. But more than ever before, the challenges we are facing in Nigeria today can best be overcome only if we have credible information about how many we are, where we are, what are our capacities, how many are young, how many are old. Without that kind of information, we cannot successfully tackle insecurity. We cannot tackle our economic challenges. We cannot tackle our health challenges. We are just passed through COVID. We do not know the extent of damage that COVID caused. We do not know the implications of COVID until we have a comprehensive information on the population. For this reason, once again, I'd like to thank the chambers for this platform that you have given us and for this special day that you have given us. As I was talking about the stages, presently we are at the stage of recruiting personnel for the census. One of our colleagues is going to come to give us information about this. This is one of the novelties of this census. We want an open and transparent process of engaging all who will work for us. We do not want people to come because they know someone or they don't know someone. And we also want people to come from where they reside so that they can be accepted by the community. That is why we have put in place a transparent recruitment process, which one of our officers is going to elaborate upon. We want everyone in Lagos who has the skill to be a part of this process. It is one of the objectives of this, our appearance in this trade fair. And I hope that by the end of this trade fair, we are going to begin to see the impact of our participation. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Eitayo Oyetunji, the Chairman, Publicity and Advocacy Committee, National Population Commission, and the Honorable Federal Commissioner representing Oyo State on the Commission. In those few minutes, he has given us what the census really means for Nigeria and why the 2023 population and housing census must be supported by all to achieve the set objective of generating credible, reliable demographic data for national planning. The President LCCI, the Honorable Federal Commissioners here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will be taking the next session, which is giving us information on the e-recruitment process. Like my chairman stated in his presentation, the census is next to war. Mobilizing men and resources is akin to a nation that is preparing to go into war when you want to conduct a national census. And like he mentioned also, we will be requiring the services of over 1.5 million Nigerians to execute the 2023 population and housing census. What that therefore means is that every Nigerian that is fit will be part of the process. So quickly, can the media highlight the link for us? Yes. The population and housing census will be executed from various levels. And the first level is going to be the enumerators level. These are the teams that will be going from house to house to canvass using questionnaire to elucidate answer from our respondents. Enumerators, we will be recruiting this set from among young Nigerians from between the ages of 18 to 45. All you require is to have a minimum SSCE qualification with an IT skill. You must be skilled in information technology to be part of the process. The other criteria is that you must be a Nigerian, because we want to make sure that this is our Nigerian census executed by Nigerians. The next is you must have a NIN number. Now, the reason is that we have put it out there that this census is going to be credible, and therefore we want people that we can trace, people that we know that are real, people that we can reach out to. And I think with the NIN technology, a lot have been achieved in identifying who the person behind the figures or the person behind the mask is. And so you must have a valid NIN. And then the applicant also must have a Gmail account. You must have a Gmail account. Your email account, if you have a Yahoo, you cannot access the link. If you have an AOL or any other email platform, you cannot access the platform. We need you to have a Gmail account. And then you must have a functional bank account. Functional in the sense that not the bank account you opened 3 years ago, because once you get on board, every communication between you and the commission will be through an ID that will be generated once you are successful. And I will tell us that part also when we get there. Like I mentioned earlier, you must have IT skills, and then you must be proficient in Microsoft Office environment, Word, Excel, PowerPoint presentations. You must be proficient in that environment. And then the last but not the least, you must be available to work. You must be available to work before you apply, so that you don't block the chances of others coming on board. When you are recruited, when you are needed to work for our dear country, Nigeria, you will not be available. So the various levels that we have for ad hoc staff to participate in the 2023 population and housing census, we have the enumerator, the supervisors, we have the field coordinators, we have the data quality assistants, we have the data quality managers, we have the M&E officers, we have the trainers and facilitators, and we have the master trainers. Now, you can get this information on our website, which is www.nationalpopulation.gov.ng. You can get all this information from any of our platform. Our Facebook is NPOPSI at Facebook. You can get our information, this information on our Twitter handle. You can get this information on our YouTube channels. They are all there in the public domain. Please take note, there are some fake links that have been flying on social medias. Take note, when you go to our verified social media handles, you will find the link there. I requested the media to project the link. I don't know if there's a break there. But on this, I hope the ghost listens. Can you step aside a little, sir? Thank you. We have the link here. So after the program, those that are interested, please, you can pick that up. But when you go to our site, nationalpopulation.gov.ng, you will see that displayed there with all the requirements. Do apply if you know you are qualified. And like my chairman also stated earlier, every Nigerian is being given the opportunity to participate in this national assignment. Now, note that you are going to apply from where you are residing, from the area within where you are residing. You try to apply outside your area, and that is why before you start the registration process, you'll be requested to turn on your location. Now, the process is geofenced. What that means is that you cannot apply outside where you are. And that is why it might be, if you are in Korodu and you want to put somewhere, you will see that it will not go outside where you are. So please take note of that. Thank you as you embark on that process of serving our dear country, Nigeria. Thank you.
This media, look at your lower third. Raise up the scroll. Raise up the scroll at the lower third. The red bar, raise it up so that people can see it very well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We quickly want to take some few questions, just 1, 2, 3 from the rows, if there are any. Questions on if there's a need to know, but I want to tell you that when you go onto our site, all you need to know about the Population Commission, all you need to know about the 2023 Population and Housing Census is out there for you to take home. In the absence of none, let me invite my senior as he takes over from here with a presentation from the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industries. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. May I respectfully invite the President to be joined by No, he's here. He's here. Thank you. May I invite the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to make a presentation on behalf of the Chamber. Prince Olashore, please join him. The Director of Publicity, the Chairman of the Publicity Committee of MPC. No, you have to come upstairs, sir. The other management staff of MPC, please. Okay, the front row, please join them. Thank you. All the commissioners, sorry. All the commissioners.
Well, I can confirm once again that this is a good delegation from MPC. Can you please applaud them once again? Thank you. I'm giving this to you, Mr. Chair. This is a catalog of all those who are here at the trade fair this year. So with this, you have information that you can use for the benefit of your organization. After, I think on Sunday, we'll give you a certificate of participation, having taken part at a special day like this. But for now, you'll be having this. Congratulations.
Also, on behalf of our chairman, Alhaji Isa Nasir Kwara, and the entire team of the National Population Commission, in appreciation of this wonderful platform that you have given us, we'd like you to have our internal news magazine, where you have the story of what we have done so far and who we are. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for them as they take their seats. Thank you, Mr. President. The President LCCI, distinguished members of the audience, a lot have been said, and indeed it was concluded with a call to action for all Nigerians to be part of History Come 2023 as we conduct the population and housing census. And I must say, we are happy to be part of the 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair. Join me as I respectfully invite the Honorable Federal Commissioner representing Kogi State on the Commission of the National Population Commission and the member of Publicity and Advocacy Committee, Professor Jimo Habibat Yahaya Isa, I beg your pardon, as he does the honor of giving the vote of thanks. Please, a round of applause for him as he steps forward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Undoubtedly, Kogi was excised from Kwara, but they are not the same. I wish to stand on the well-established protocol. You will recall that every speech made here today about census by NPC themselves, and even the Lagos State Chamber of Commerce and Industry talks about census. And their position can be summarized in a single sentence, and that is, census is life. Any nation that wishes to survive every adversity must conduct a credible census. And that is what NPC today is out to do. Having said this, activities of census are represented in 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. Today, census activities have been brought to Lagos live, physically. Very awesome to mention is the fact that we appreciate the fact that our host really, received us very well. Nobody will leave here unhappy today, given the way we have been received. We will be proud to come back after census to tell you that, look, this is what we have done. We promised this. This is the result. And I want to assure you that nobody will be disappointed at the end of the day. I sincerely, on behalf of my colleagues here present, appreciate you people very, very well. And will be happy to convey the goodwill messages we have received from here back home. I say thank you.
Professor Jimo Habibat Isa, the Honorable Federal Commissioner representing Kogi State on the commission. Please, a round of applause for him as he takes his seat.
Thank you very much, everybody. We start off tomorrow with a breakfast with the diplomats. That is exclusive. After that, at 11 o'clock, we'll meet again to celebrate another special day. Shall we rise? Okay, you're invited to the MPC pavilion so that you can have more about the website and how to do your pre-registration. Shall we rise for the Nigerian national anthem? Please, everybody should stand up. Everybody should please stand up. God bless Nigeria. Let's not forget, it's will be the turn of Meccano tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock, the Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authority will take the center stage. Thank you, and God bless you all.